So coming back to this side of the pond, I am, I guess, one of those people, as someone who like fancies himself a writer and someone who does comedy. I can't stand what is deemed mainstream successful here, just in terms of the large network sitcoms with the 3-camera setup and the laugh track. And I guess when I look back at older sitcoms that predate me, it seemed that there was some brilliant writing, and it was designed to, I don't know, I feel like there was some artistic merit in it. Whereas as we advanced with technology and metrics and, working with advertisers and product placement and all this kind of stuff, it's almost come down to an algorithm of making a laugh, and not what's going to be the best joke, but what's going to be the joke that's received by the most people, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. Where it would be better to have a comedy on a scale of 1 to 10 that's a 6 and pleases 80% of the people than a comedy that's a 10 and pleases 10% of the people. And I guess that's just, we'll just blame capitalism, but.
Well, yeah, that's how we would do one. Of course, that's how these things function, isn't it? Yeah, see, this might just be an age thing. I'm still a big sucker for a big, loud, shouty 3-camera laugh track sitcom. There's plenty of them that are terrible. I'm not saying give me that and I'm always happy, but I do think when they work, they're an amazing thing when they work. And I never have problems with laugh tracks. I know it's artificial, but that kind of communal feeling of a collective response to a joke is just a really nice thing in how comedy kind of works. And the other thing is, they're really hard. And this is not to downplay the difficulty of writing and making a successful and funny single camera sitcom. But I genuinely think writing and making a successful and funny 3-camera in front of a live audience shouty sitcom is harder, because in all those kind of single camera sitcoms, you can have kind of, serious moments, long moments without a joke. And of course, that gives you some kind of artistic freedom. That can be a good thing sometimes. But I do think there's some programs that rely on that a bit.
Yeah.
Whereas the kind of rat-a-tat of jokes that you have to do, and I'm kind of overstating that a bit, because I think a lot of multi-camera sitcoms actually do have very serious moments. And I'll go back to One Foot in the Grave, which has amazingly bleak, horrible moments in it. And I think I just prefer that juxtaposition, to go from a ridiculous, over-the-top bit of farce to some of the, and I mean this word, horrors that happen in One Foot in the Grave. That juxtaposition is just astonishing. And so when I watch, let's take, Fleabag, which I like a lot, but the horrors in that seem less horrific to me because the jokes aren't so stupendously big. And there's really good jokes in Fleabag, and lots of people there's been a backlash against it, and lots of people kind of criticize it now, and I'm still a big fan of it. But it doesn't have this kind of descent into horror that I think some big, shouty, loud sitcoms have, precisely because you have both of those things happening simultaneously. But yeah, I don't know that I can think of any contemporary examples that do that. So it's a shame all of that has moved over to single camera. We get all these kind of angst-ridden sitcoms now.
Romance threw itself off the 30th floor. Get up, wipe yourself on the shame.